let's keep it going though. Alright, there's their ultimate. They used it early because we can Strange Portal. Yeah, that's really, really cool. So Strange Portal would have been really, really good here. I think realistically, there's no reason not to use a Strange Portal because the timer is just so sparse. Like, we already know we're getting dived by Cap. We already know they have strong with the Loki and the double DPS. We already know they're putting up a strong front that's going to be hard to get through. And we also have really far to get to as well. So all these things are making me think I died earliest. I should put up the Strange Portal. Like right now it's 30 seconds. Oh, and also another thing too is that well, we don't have a Hawkeye anymore, but also like Hawkeye's not that good at steamrolling. Like, it takes like time to build up all this stuff, so that's another thing making me think I would like to do a portal. Almost got him. So that's kind of interesting too. Like, if we're gonna hard focus this guy and we see he's low, we can actually use better movement and map knowledge to follow him through here potentially. I think that was a real opportunity to kind of do something like that, because I mean, obviously we also have to go over here, but like, if we are pursuing this and he's that low health, that might be worth it for sure. Yeah, so we also had that one saved up. Yeah, our portal. Woo, so close, so close. But yeah, so this was kind of a team diff with the and what am I trying to say? These DPS ultimates, like, we didn't, you know, then he switched to something where we really don't have the chance to challenge the Hela ultimate. So that would have been a really good idea for us to do that. But that's also something you can pick up. So yeah, like, in the interest of ranking up, right, we got to do everything ourselves, or like everything that we can do it, right? For every little game, we can like change our strategy to take care of it. So basically, Emma's not very good at dealing with the Hela ultimate. It's a very short-lived shield. She can't apply damage very well. But the Strange shield is extremely good at it. It can still go wrong. I'm sure you're familiar with this. But yeah, you go up here with the Strange shield, and it totally blocks the Hela ultimate for over half of her ultimate, making it very convenient for the entire team to either leave or burst her down. And then we don't have to deal with that Hela ultimate, and we could have actually done that a long time ago too, and just specifically countered the Hela ultimate, because the Hela ultimate is a big deal, and it can be countered, of course, but our team is not countering it. So I only just now figured this out at the very end of the game, which is like one of the things that I definitely found out about like trying to rank up, is like, if I only figure it out at the end of the game, I could only use it for the future, right? But I need to be I need to be getting the things done at the beginning of the match, right? So this was a real opportunity, I think, for us to pick a tank that allows us to challenge some of the problematic things in the game. And so that's a real opportunity here. And we could have even, again, if we had like really good macro, we could have even predicted this, that on the last fight, we haven't seen these two DPS ultimates, so they're probably going to use them again. And like, yeah, this one is good against his, of course, but it's not good against Hela at the same time. So if they both use it, we're pretty much getting countered, even if we did have our ultimate. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. How we also could have factored that in. But yeah, so this guy used the Deductive Strange Portal. He doesn't know the above average strats to come out this way, and but that should have been you, in my opinion. I mean, unless you have something against using the Strange Portal, I'll say 100% that needs to be you. That's what you should have done earlier. You are giving up your ultimate, I guess, so potentially that could be. So it makes sense for somebody else to do the switch, like her maybe, and then you can keep your ultimate. So that makes sense too. But the portal is basically stronger than an ultimate. You know what I mean? It's basically like, that's the other thing too, is like the portal is worth using most of the time because it's like basically the strongest ability in the game. So yep, that's my spiel on all of that. And there we go. Too little, too late. So a bunch of cool stuff there. You know, I wasn't able to be like oh, I already know about this and I'm gonna help you out, but you know, I'm figuring it out. I'm like directly learning from this replay by itself. So defensive penny, this is something I never did. I played penny like a long time ago, but I never got into any of the higher level strats. So I know nothing about this. Really weird rocket placement, huh? Okay, they got rid of that quick. That's good. So by the way, if I'm getting overwhelmed by Cap or Hulk or whoever it is, or just in general, like we're just getting overwhelmed by tanks, I'll actually ditch the tank role and switch. Did I already mention this previously? No, I don't remember. It doesn't matter. I think this is a different one. But anyway, I would actually play Punisher sometimes because he's so threatening. This guy's going in our backline over and over and over again. So if I ever get tired of it, I can literally just switch to Punisher. And like, even though, yeah, we'll have weaknesses associated with not having a second tank, but sometimes we just have to deal with the problems at hand, and it's worth a shot. So that's something I utilize quite a bit, where, I mean, because the shotgun is so fucking good. It's insanely good. So if you never used it, it takes practice to use. But if you like watch a video on it, you go to the practice range, it's not difficult to get a handle on it. And this guy, I mean, this guy goes from jumping all over the place, and we always have to go wave after wave after wave of trying to put his health bar down. That turns into, I'm sitting around with the Punisher, bam, half his health, bam, he's almost dead. He's one shot, you know what I mean? Like, he basically gets erased or he has to leave immediately. That's super convenient. And then also, if I can hang around here, like this situation, I can also do that to him. You know, not only do I have my shotgun, but of course I can switch to the other weapon and just headshot, headshot, headshot. He has to get out of there, man. He's got no choice. So, like, it could be really, really strong. And then, of course, we can get squishy kills as well. We can challenge these guys directly now and not have to rely on our team to do it. So, there's a bunch of benefits to cheesing Punisher. All starting from, like, when we just have, like, pain in the ass brawl or dive tanks or whatever it is. Like, if we're having too much trouble with the tanks, that's what I would use pretty often. But I would also utilize Venom and Angela quite a bit. Those are just the two dive tanks that I got used to. So this allows me to, I'm not going to deal with this anymore. I'm not going to play anti-dive. And I'm just going to dive them instead. And it's super effective. When I played tank, I almost always played dive tank because it's so good. Because you just force everything on them directly, immediately. You don't have to ever waste time doing other stuff. So I think, you know, unless you're properly counted, dive to me seems like it's just really, really strong. So that's a quick spiel about that. Yeah, rough situation. We can't do enough back here. We can't do enough up here. That's why I'm talking about alternate strategies. Oh, nice, nice. Perfect. So yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't like this portal placement at all. We almost always want to go to the left or right, and then yeah, just plop it on the ground and boom, left or right. But it was pretty quick and everything like that. But yeah, I mean, it's just one of the things to learn. Like, I'm sure you already figured it out by watching this or earlier. But yeah, I mean, if the card is moving, it's going to move into the portal, of course, right? And that also matters when we put it on the side. Like, sometimes I might put it right here, and it's like the card has already gone past, so it's not that convenient. So that's just like something we have to get used to for sure. But we did squeak our way in. That's good. But yeah, it's kind of tough. It's like having to play right here is obviously not ideal, right? So like, I mean, it really depends. I don't feel like I'm an expert on it at all. Like, if we go right here, because we're looking for a sustain, right? So if we go like right here, and if the team is over there and stuff like that, then like we can kind of hide over here and stuff like this, you know what I mean? So we only have to deal with half the team at a time, and we can kind of use the big portal as a barrier. Yeah, so she got stuck on shit and died. But nice. At least we, you know, whittled down the timer or whatever. I don't know if that's 100% worth it, but better than nothing. This is where we're at. They're not even on the cart. That's good. I think I probably should have already died. But here we are. Now we're starting it out. Again, they're still not on the cart. Now they finally are. So we have a little bit of a good situation with that. So now we're on Mag. Nice, we finally got a good kill on him. So him switching to Emma and making that work. Yep. And we got a totally different DPS now. We could shield somebody right now, right? Or I guess you already know that your team is protected. Nice, nice, nice. So that worked out. Yeah, I mean, kind of a rough placement of that, right? I mean, it's pretty obvious that that's going to get burned immediately. I surprised didn't put it like right here. Then we play right here. The rocket ultimate. And there's this again. So if from what we were talking about last time, yeah. I mean, that was definitely a strategy I used occasionally, was like just switching to Doctor Strange, that way I could counter that. And yeah. Got time for another team fight. What is he doing? That's tough to see that, yeah. That's some team diff type stuff. Almost bubbled him, but even then, I mean, they could have burned through it. Nice. Nice. Alright, it's working. Good gameplay.